Alright guys, so I know you guys have been waiting, to see how this electronic truck mount is going to be, the whole setup, right? How I'm going to be setting it up, because you're probably thinking about doing it, or you just want to get some bells and whistles to make the whole thing a lot more enjoyable, right? So one of the bells and whistles is a live reel setup. So this is my solution line. It's already in there, right? All I got to do now is connect my hose, which I already have, the one that's going to lead to the machine itself back over there. I'm just waiting on a female adapter for that, right? The quick connect. So that's fine. So I finally got my live reel in for the water hose. Now this makes it easy, guys. You can spin it, pull your hose out, run it to this faucet, and just roll that in. It just makes the job go a lot quicker, right? The quicker we do the job, the more money we make. Of course, you want to do a good job too. So this is basically the live reel setup right here. That's how it comes to you. Okay. I had to switch it around. Okay. So depending on your reel, the way it is, you may be able to just use it the way it comes. But the way this one is, this thing's not set up for that. But the mechanism's what matters. So basically what I'm going to be doing here is this is going to connect to the hose in here, right? Going to connect in the hose here. But this is the part that matters. This is the part that spins. So this needs to go on here. We need to get a clamp on here. Okay? Really tight so it fits inside here. And then once it goes in here, then this right here, you're going to tighten down on this, and then you're going to have your live reel action. Alright? I'm going to see if I can go ahead and screw this on here, and stick that in there. That way you can see exactly what's going on. So basically it's a regular garden hose. I cut it off. It's about 14 feet. So I got it running from the machine. Gonna run from the machine. This is gonna be my my dump water right here. Okay, so from the machine around, kind of out of the way, plenty of room. So I kind of just ran it and then cut it off. I think it's about 14 feet. All right, so this is always going to be connected. When I'm done with this thing, it's going to be so simple, because that's why I like to simplify everything, right? Minimal amount of okay, so this got to loosen up. It's probably going to be in the way. Bring that out so that fastener can fit inside that and pass up there. Okay. Let's cross our fingers. Come on, baby. It's tight. Let's see. Alright, so I ran into a hiccup, guys. I was putting it together, assembling this, which I'm going to be putting this back on here. But this is what I was clamping it with. My other van, the diameter must be a little bit bigger on there. It fit in. This won't fit in there. Alright, so I had one too, the hydraulic. Luckily I got a hydraulic supply store right around the corner there. Thank God. And if you guys you're in the business and you're gonna want to know one of those stores are, so locate one and put it on your favorites, right, on your phone. Okay, because it's gonna save your butt a lot of times when it comes to this type of stuff, breaking these blowing out or something. You take it down there, they can repair it right away. All right. So yeah, I went down there and they put a crimp on there, right? So no problem. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on there now. All right, so slide that in there. Take the screw that goes on top. There we go. So I think it does have a Phillips on the top of this thing. But what you want to do is just pretty much just line it up to one of the flat edges on here. Tighten it down. All right, so what this is gonna do is I'll do this right in a minute, but you guys get the idea, right? It locks it, so that way this spins. Okay, so what's gonna happen now is I'm gonna go ahead and let me just go ahead and do it. All right, so just putting this in here. Oh, let's make sure that that rubber seal didn't go to this one that I found earlier. Yeah, it's in there. Tighten up real good. This is the beauty of a live reel assembly. All right, so it might take a little bit of modifications by the time it gets to your door. Just figure it out. I'll kind of show you how I did mine. That's a worst case scenario. If you got the one, which I've never had, that these things are actually made for, you won't have to switch it around. So I literally pulled this one, it was over here, and switched them over to make this work. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and run this all the way back straight to the machine. And now I got live reel on both. All right, I'm going to be setting up running this one back. Like I said, I'm waiting on the female for this to connect, and then my whole reel setup will be ready. Oops, I still got to do my vacuum line. So what I'm going to do is cut off about 15 feet of this. Yeah, about 15 probably. This is gonna always be connected to the vacuum port up there. I'm gonna run it back and around this wall, up and over, and connect it. So you pull out as much hose as you need. So usually what I do, if you're gonna get a whole 100 foot roll, I would go ahead and keep the 100. Actually, if you're getting 200 feet, all right, you may get 2 100 lengths. Take that second 100, the one down here, chop it in half. All right, and you're barely gonna ever have to pull out that last 50 foot. All right, and you get connectors. So you want to run as less vacuum hose as possible. If you don't need to run 200 foot, you don't want to do that, right? You're most likely going to be running 100 foot most of the time anyway. But these are the let's see. I can't see with these. Here we go. Connectors. These are the best. They lock. You can get standard connectors too. But yeah. That's it for this one, guys. So live reel assembly. You know, it's going to save you a lot of time setting up and more organized too. You know, this will be ready to go by this weekend. So next week, this van should be a working van. Stay tuned, and I'll show you the progress.